Have you ever wondered why Pisces often feels like they're floating in a sea of loneliness? Despite being one of the most compassionate and intuitive signs, Pisces often finds themselves feeling disconnected, misunderstood, and lost in their own world.
But why?
What makes Pisces feel so alone, even when they're surrounded by people? Today, we're diving deep into the 12 reasons why Pisces is considered one of the loneliest signs of the zodiac. If you're Pisces, get ready because you might just relate to every single one of these. And if you do, let me know in the comments. Do you ever feel like no one truly understands you? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep astrology insights. 1. They feel everything deeply. Pisces isn't just an emotional sign, they're emotion. As the last sign of the zodiac, they carry the energy of all the signs before them, making their emotional depth unmatched. They don't just feel things, they absorb them, like a sponge soaking up the emotions of everyone around them. Whether it's joy, sadness, or tension in a room, Pisces picks up on it instantly, sometimes without even realizing it. This level of sensitivity can be overwhelming, especially in a world that often tells people to toughen up or move on. While others may brush off a harsh comment or an awkward moment, Pisces takes it to heart, replaying it in their minds for days. They feel things so deeply that even small emotional shifts can send them into deep introspection. Because of this, they often struggle to find people who truly understand them. Many don't realize just how intensely Pisces experiences life, which can make them feel isolated. They crave deep, meaningful connections, but when others can't match their emotional depth, Pisces withdraws, feeling even more alone in their vast ocean of feelings. 2. They struggle to find people who truly get them. Pisces lives in a world of intuition, dreams, and deep emotions. They see life through a lens that others don't always understand. While some people focus on the surface level of things, Pisces dives into the deeper meaning of everything, conversations, emotions, even simple gestures. Because of this, they often feel like they're speaking a different emotional language than those around them. They crave connections that are soulful, meaningful, and full of unspoken understanding. But finding people who can match their depth is rare, and when they don't, Pisces can feel disconnected, even in a room full of people. 3. They need alone time to recharge. Pisces isn't just an emotional sponge, they're an energetic one too. They absorb the feelings, vibes, and energies of everyone they interact with, which can be exhausting. To balance this, they need time alone, time to retreat, reflect, and reset. Solitude helps them process their emotions and clear their mind. But there's a fine line between recharging and isolating. Sometimes, Pisces spends too much time in their own world, unintentionally pushing people away. They crave solitude, yet too much of it makes them feel lonely, creating an emotional paradox that's hard to escape. 4. They are natural escapists. Reality can feel too harsh for Pisces, so they often escape into their imagination. Whether it's losing themselves in movies, music, books, or endless daydreams, Pisces finds comfort in their inner world. This ability to escape makes them incredibly creative, but it can also isolate them from real-world relationships. At times, their fantasy life feels more fulfilling than actual interactions. They may romanticize scenarios, create dreamlike connections in their mind, and then feel disappointed when reality doesn't live up to their expectations. This emotional distance can leave them feeling alone, even if they're physically surrounded by people. 5. They give more than they receive. Pisces is one of the most selfless signs in the zodiac. They give love, energy, and time freely, often putting others before themselves. Whether it's being a shoulder to cry on or offering endless support, Pisces doesn't hesitate to be there for those they care about. But the problem? They don't always receive that same energy in return. Their kindness is often taken for granted, leaving them feeling unseen and unappreciated. Over time, this imbalance can make them feel emotionally drained and, ultimately, alone. 6. They struggle with boundaries. Pisces has an open heart and a naturally trusting nature, which makes them incredibly loving, but also vulnerable. They often struggle with setting boundaries, allowing people to take advantage of their kindness. They may give too many chances, believe in someone's potential rather than their actions, or stay in relationships that drain them. When they finally realize they've been used or mistreated, it leads to deep disappointment. They withdraw, feeling betrayed and alone, unsure of who they can truly trust. 7. They romanticize love too much. Pisces doesn't just want love. They dream about it, idealize it, and crave a soulmate-level connection. They believe in fairy tale romances, twin flames, and the idea of finding someone who just gets them completely. But reality is rarely as magical as their imagination, and when love doesn't meet their high expectations, Pisces feels let down. They may end up feeling lonely even in relationships, longing for a deeper emotional bond that never quite comes to life. 8. They hide their true emotions. Despite being deeply emotional, Pisces doesn't always express their loneliness. They don't want to burden others with their feelings, so they put on a brave face, even when they're struggling inside. They might smile, laugh, and offer support to others, all while secretly feeling isolated. Because they rarely open up about their pain, their loneliness often goes unnoticed, making them feel even more invisible. 9. They absorb negative energy. Being an empath is both a gift and a curse. Pisces can feel what others are going through, whether it's happiness or heartbreak. But constantly absorbing negativity from others can be overwhelming, leaving Pisces feeling emotionally exhausted. This can make them withdraw from people just to protect their own energy. They may distance themselves without realizing it, leading to feelings of isolation. Sometimes, they don't even know whether the sadness they feel is their own or something they picked up from someone else. 10. They have a hard time letting go. Pisces doesn't just remember love, they hold on to it. Whether it's an old friendship, a past relationship, or even childhood memories, they struggle to let go. They replay moments in their mind, wondering what they could have done differently or hoping things will somehow come back. Even if someone has moved on, Pisces often feels emotionally tied to them, making it hard to fully heal. This lingering attachment can make them feel lonely, as if they're stuck in the past while the rest of the world moves forward. 11. They fear rejection and abandonment. Deep down, Pisces has a lingering fear of being unwanted. They love deeply, but that love comes with a hidden fear. What if they aren't enough? What if they give their all and still end up alone? Because of this, Pisces may hesitate to open up or form new bonds. They'd rather keep their heart guarded than risk rejection. But this self-protection can sometimes backfire, keeping them isolated instead of connected. 12. They see the world differently. Pisces doesn't just think outside the box, they live outside of it. Their spiritual, artistic, and intuitive perspective makes them unique, but it can also make them feel like an outsider. While others focus on logic and practicality, Pisces dreams, feels, and sees beauty in the unseen. They often struggle to find people who truly understand their perspective, leaving them feeling like they're floating through life alone in their own little world. Pisces, your deep emotions, boundless empathy, and dreamy nature make you incredibly special, but they can also make you feel lonely in a world that doesn't always understand your depth. From struggling to find people who truly get you to absorbing emotions like a sponge, it's no wonder you sometimes retreat into your own world. But remember, your sensitivity is a gift, not a weakness. Do you relate to any of these points? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more astrology insights. Until next time, stay magical, Pisces.